Hi, Gerard. Gerard. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah. Yesterday was an interesting day. Everything crammed in on the economic calendar made it a bit of a nightmare. If I pronounce it right, Antony Centre. Morning, Sean. Morning, everyone. Morning, Cheryl. Good to have you back. And the team, yeah. A bit of a quivering stiff upper lip yesterday when we were trading. Okay, all right, we can start. As you see, a trading idea has gone out. I'm not sure we've received it yet. Charles busy sending it. But I post on my WhatsApp group. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's just about 3 times a day now. It's not going to get any better. Some horror stories on Escom, I tell you. Okay, right. So say this is sent out. See a bit of a short bit. Get these guys in. Okay, I'll put this, minimize this for a minute. See a bit of a short. It seems to be holding on the daily. Just a second. Try the weekly, holding there. Try the 4 hour. See, it's not breaking through on the 4, and the 1 hour, it's really defending it well. So I think a short here might do the job. So anyway, I think that's a short. So those haven't received the trade signal yet or received on the WhatsApp yet? Well, you've got on WhatsApp, but newer guys, start off the day with a trade idea. What do you think? Quincy Hilda. Do I call you Quincy or Hilda? Morning, anyway. Morning, Morris. Right. Anyone who want to go in? I think go in at market. One four one, right up there. You want to set it down from there. Wow. Okay. Anyone want to go in the market on this one? Okay, fair enough. Anyone keen? John likes it. Problem, just start anyway, Jethro. Yeah, just stop the first one up here, looking at it. I'll put up the position size calculator. One guy's keen. Okay, right, good enough. Get that down. I've got it down already, of course, yeah. Okay, fine. Right, see how that goes. Okay, well, let's go back into yesterday, just to check something here. Okay. Right, yeah, just going back to yesterday, I'm going to knock it off. I'll give it a moment too. Guys want to write it down? There we are, there's the figures. Nice risk reward. Quite a high stop, pretty wide stop to be fair. So it's going to be based, I think anybody below £1,000 in their account should be looking at this. Because it's quite a wide stop. Anyway, you can put it up yourself. Okay. No, I mean, Kuda went for the long. Looks like he's winning at the moment. Well, actually, we'll go that straight away. Good point. S&P, where is it now? No, it's not looking pretty. But to be fair, well, maybe we should have done it at all. They buy or sell it. Yes, they'll happen, yeah. Much better. To be fair, I think it's a lot more economic fundamentals pushed than anything else. They're looking like it might be a 0.5 instead of 0.75% increase next month. That's the pressure and expectation. We don't know it yet. But I don't know. I still feel that 200-day moving average is going to hold. I still think, yeah, I think it. Yeah, where's it stop 4-1? I think it's going to hold, Pietro and whoever. So I'm in it, and comp's a big word in this business, but I feel I'm happy to stay in it. Put it that way. I think that's going to hold that 200-day moving average. Had a bit of a move up, but I'm not sure it's going to be sustained. I'm afraid I definitely see downside. I personally think if anybody hasn't got in yet, there's a good chance to get in. You can getting a better price. Well done, Maris. Well bloody done. Well, so we had the trading yesterday. I don't know if you were here at the time, where it could have went along, and I was going for a sell. Some people went for a sell, some people went for a long. At the moment, they're doing okay. I personally think if you did go for the long, whip your stop up to entry to protect yourself, and be a little bit wary around the 200 level there. Just be a little bit careful. It might not break through. It might come back a bit. Okay, so then you made a couple of bucks and then take it from there. I still see downside from here. And I personally think if you haven't, yeah, I'll hold on for sure. I'm holding on. I'm thinking right now, I'm holding on this one. I personally, if you're not in this one, I reckon here's an opportunity. Let's do the 4 hour. Hovering a little bit. Just get this out of the way. It's hovering a little bit. 15 minutes, maybe. I think that 200 is going to hold. And look at on the 4 actually, baby. There's a 4 hour. Yeah, holding there. Look at the previous there. Let's look at the weekly. Quite a bit of strong resistance there. I think I see downside here. So if you're in, hold. If you're not in and you want to go in, great. If you want to go in long, also great. It's up to you. But I think that's, I'll be wary of my longs at the moment. Okay. Let's just wait for, thank you. Someone's on the ball here. Let's wait for that. Right. If you got the 4-1 stop loss, leave it at that. I'm talking about guys going in now. You can put a wider stop. I think stick with 100. That's good enough. 4-1-30. There we are. That'll do. We'll stick down to this. Just keep having This is a hell of a one, but we'll do it. Make it 3-8, that's before. Too wide, make it tight to TP if you like. 3-8. It's going to be short, a bit of background noise with the ones there. Really, I wouldn't because I've got a short up there, but yeah. Decent risk to reward. You can make a tighter TP if you like. I don't worry much about the TP. As long as you go to 1.5 or above risk to reward, then forget about the TP. Modify stop until you get stopped out. Better. That seems to be the name of the game at the moment. $160 is your risk per micro. Yeah. Do you want to do that one? Just checking. It might be worth sending out. Hang on. I've already sent it out. Can't do it again. Okay. Right. Oh, good point. Thanks, Sean. Because of Thanksgiving today, I mentioned yesterday, I've discussed it with the management in the morning meeting, which I have done, and it's only going to be a quick session later on this afternoon. Just a quick 4:30 opening sort of thing. Once it's opened, it's going to be very quiet. So it'll be a quick session this afternoon, and then and then we'll take it from there. So it won't be the full 1.5. It'll be a shorter session, just to go over a couple of things till opening from 4 to just after 4, depending on requirement. And then tomorrow morning, remember, again, markets will be half day tomorrow in the United States. So I think it's going to be fairly quietish because remember, the Japs are asleep, Aussies are asleep, Kiwis are asleep, and the Americans are knocked off anyway. So I think it's going to be fairly quiet going through. And quite frankly, probably quieting down after yesterday's hectic carry on. Okay, so yeah, just bear that in mind. Okay, so there we are. Blah, blah, blah. So I hope you've all got that. If you like it, there you are. Fill out or wherever. Got it. Fine, hold on to it. Now, I had a couple of trade ideas I mentioned to come out this morning. I'll discuss some of them. This is the one we'll send out. The others are sort of a bit on the fence on it, but I'll go through them anyway and see what you think. You might get it out as a trading room idea and maybe push it for the group. I'll start back up here. Guys that have been in it, take some money out of it. I think most of them out now, so look at this again. Just grab these guys. I think we could look here for a short on this one. You see Brent's come off a little bit, but it's still, I think the Canadians a little bit oversold. So I think a Canadian could strengthen a bit, hence a downside on the AUD. It seems to be holding at 200. That's why everyone must have it, guys. If you're new and you haven't got the brown and the blue line, the brown's 200 simple, 50 is the blue line. If you want the 10, that's the magenta. Have them and save it, as I mentioned before. Very important. Look how it works. Held before and looks like it's coming again. So I see some downside on this one. Remember, this, I keep saying this is a forum. So we're all here to discuss things, not a training class like a CFD or a foreign Zoom class. It's a forum where I need your help, guys, to be quite honest. It's not purely me being nice saying we're all a big democracy here. It's my sake as much as everybody else. I need input. I've got a lot of trade ideas from the trading room, which I would have missed otherwise. So I do need input on this one. Okay. Very important. Whilst you're thinking about this, this is the 200-day simple moving average. The color is your choice, but make sure to remember which is which. This is the 50. Must is a bit of a strong way of putting it, but I would strongly suggest you have it. And the reason being, it's self-fulfilling. It's used internationally by guys, and you can see it works as two areas: support, resistance, and a filter. If you're above here, we're talking about a strong area, a neutral area, and a weak area down here. So you're looking maybe sell the rallies here, buy the retracement here, buy or sell here, depending. And it works pretty damn well. It's going to crunch this a bit, see what I mean? Look at this, look at this. See what I mean? It's hell holding. So yeah, it's a pretty good, I find it incredibly useful. Far more useful than half a dozen or a dozen of these other indicators, which clog up the chart. You can't see a wood for the trees, and basically, is it doing any good? And they're all lagging anyway. This gives an indication, which I think is pretty strong. I find it absolutely invaluable. If you can put that on, the 10-day is the shorter one. My choice. That's my personal choice. I quite like it. You don't have to have it, but these two strongly suggest you do. Don't forget, quickly, guys, go once you've done it and save it. You don't want you getting into a situation, I'll show what I mean. You press the wrong button and something like this occurs, and then now what? Now it's a hassle. All you do is you right click, go to templates, pick the one you like. I've saved half a dozen there, and you do. Okay. Good. Hope I answered your question. Thank you for joining in and pushing hard people to express what you just done there, do me. So, if you don't know, please do so. People get shy, they're not sure, it's a silly question, it's a good one or whatever. And in the end, they don't learn because they're scared to ask and it bugs in their brain. So, brilliant, thanks for that. And I'm sure you spoke to a lot of people who weren't sure. Okay. Yeah. Say the one you like as default. Okay, fair enough. 200. I'll put that down to make absolutely certain. Very good point there. 200, and that's simple. SMA and 50. Simple moving average. Just want to quickly, sorry guys, just hold up here. I want to mention this is a 50-day. On here, so it's a 51 hour, beg your pardon. On here, it's a 50 times 4 hour. On here, it's a 50 times a week, or 10 week, or 200 weeks. That's why if you take, this is here at 106.75, go to daily, completely different level, because this is always times the actual candlestick. Okay, right. So, you might have a point there. Thank you, Cheryl. Someone's awake here. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I like that as a sell. And if few people give the go-ahead on it, I'm going to copy and paste and put it on the WhatsApp to see if it's people like it, and then we'll send it out. All right, just a second. Where are we going to put the stop? Might help to find that out. That'll do. 9079. Make it 80. Round figure. Short. And TP down here should do it. 88.76. Don't forget modify if it doesn't get there. 0.8875.76 round figure. That's about it. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, please modify stop. You've got to protect yourself. A lot of guys have been kicked out in a profit as the long came screaming down for whatever reason. They might have made 1 cent profit, but it's made it better than making 1 cent loss. Okay, so don't forget, if it's coming right, modify your stop, but again, not too close. You're tempted to put it close because you're worried, and then all you do is you get stopped out, and then it continues in the right, your perceived right direction. So it's just a rule of thumb, depending on the volatility. It does not apply to NAS. That's far more volatile. I'm talking about Forex here. Depending on the volatility, I usually wait for 30 pip profit before I move my stop to entry. And then I try and keep it about 20 pips, depending on the situation, behind market when I'm modified till I'm stopped out, or I take it, or whatever. Don't forget, you can cap your position as well. if you can't do on one micro clearly, but if you've got 4 micros for argument's sake, and you want to bank 2 and let the other 2 run, you can do that as well. Just bear that in mind. That's the 200-day simple moving average. Well, it's not actually, it's a 200 simple moving average. Daily on year, it could be the 200-week. Applied to all charts as an area of filter and support resistance. That is a moving average. What is the moving average? Not here to really trade here, but to give you a quick reason. Moving average is a smoothed out area of the average price over 200 days or 200 weeks or 200 hours, depending which chart you're on, the same with 50 or the 10. So when you've got a 100-day moving average, it means it's smoothed out. This is the noise, the up and down like a jagged edge knife. That's the noise. That's the average price of the last 200 days. It's been fairly down, and the 50 has been fairly down. So it's a bit of a trend area as well. You can sort of see the trend as well, and it's fairly downish. Okay. Have it on, like I mentioned, keep it, very important. That's what I think, Cheryl. And you haven't been doing that long. See what Cheryl's doing here. She's only been doing a month or so, maybe a little bit longer, and already she's getting the idea and contributing. So it doesn't take a 4-year degree to get the idea. It takes a bit of effort to actually attend a couple of classes and obviously, hopefully the TR, and it suddenly thinks, well, hang on a minute, it's changing gears, not as difficult as I thought it was when I first got into the car. We did. We just looked at this now. Before we go back to the GBP one, we just want to see, anybody want to do this? Yeah, thanks, Cheryl. Absolutely. Okay, anybody want to do this one? Jethro likes it. Angela and Philip. Good stuff. Come on, Myers. There's 4 guys now. Come on, ladies, get off that fence. We need some ladies on board here. Magdalene, you're a star. Thank you. Going to bring back the battle of the sexes. We had some fun with that here. Well, we did have fun till they started to win, and I changed my mind. Zero 0.9009, 0.9080, 0.8875. Just give me a second while you're doing this thing. Just before we go back to pound Swissy, just want to copy and paste and post it, see if the guys like it in head office. If they do, we'll send it out. Just give me a minute. If I rush it, I send out bloody typos for Africa so we watch it. Now what? Wow, where's it gone? Okay, right. See if that's okay. Okay, gold. GBP is already out there. Yeah, I'll do it quickly and go to gold. Just knock this off. GBP CHF was a sell. Just mention quickly, and you guys joining in now. Where's it? Yeah, that's a sell. I've got it down on my, I sent it out as 1.1375 or better, which is where it's at now. So if you like it, you can do it. There we are. If you're on the WhatsApp group, it's clearly there. Or you can go to MT5. I believe it's been sent out. I'm sure it has. So you go to your mailbox MT5. The details are all there. Okay, it is about 160 odd rand a micro. So just or 165, actually a bit more than that, actually. It's probably about 180 bucks a micro. So just bear that in mind. I would strongly suggest you got anything less than 1,000 rand, don't go for it, because you took 180 risk, which is even on a grand, it's 18%. If you got much choice in such a small amount of money, you got to go way over risk. But on 500, it's 36%, so you can't do it. So just bear that in mind. Okay, do the maths. GBP CAD. Ooh, we'll do that in a moment. Okay, so there it is, guys. There's the signal. Missed it. There it is. Okay, and sell on that one. So yeah, clearly I like it because of my idea. So check your mailbox or your or the QT membership thing. Right, where were we? I've got gold. Yeah, do gold first. I think it's going to have a bit some downside. I don't know what you think, guys. I'm in on gold. Please tell me how I'm still new. Okay. Right. Well, gold. Actually, sorry, I'm going to do this again. I know it holds everybody up, but I just want to put a couple of things that are important there. We'll start off with the economic fundamentals. I'm just going to copy and paste. It takes 2 seconds. Be patient. Those who already got it. Helps the newer guys. This is very important. It takes 2 seconds to copy, paste, and then save in your browser and keep it handy. Keep it handy. I have 2 screens, but even on one, minimize it so you can refer to it. First one's economic calendar. It's been filtered to what I consider the important ones. And this is the DXY. That's the dollar index. The last one I'm putting on is the interest or yields on the US Treasury 10-year note or bond. Okay. Now, why is that important? I'll explain now. The yields means if the yields go up, you see the yields go up. If that is bad for the world stock markets and it's bad for gold. If you see the yields go down, it's good for gold and good for the markets. That's not the forex. I'm talking about the share markets. Okay. Right. Now, on the DXY, a strong dollar is bad for gold. So if the DXY, which I think could do so, starts to recover, gold will come off, not will, but likely to come off. So the gold does likes to go up, likes a weak dollar and a low yield. Gold to weaken is a strong dollar and a high yield. Okay, so putting that together, I think the dollar might have a bit of a recovery from here. It might be a bit bit of recovery. A lot of guys took a small profit on the gold on the short that was sent out because they learned to modify the stock. Didn't get near the TP, I must admit, but I took it, and I think a few guys took their profit. Not much, but at least it's a profit before it went through the 1745 entry level to there. If they haven't and they're still in, 1770 with the stop loss, I think hold. I personally think there's going to be a bit of downside here. Okay, I'd agree with that, Cheryl. Learning absolutely, of course, but the more to the point, the 1752, I see some downside. That's my particular one. I like the 10. It seems to be holding. I think we're going to get a bit of recovery on the. I think it's on the dollar. If nothing else, a profit-taking bounce. The DXY, the dollar index I mentioned, is not on this platform, but worldwide. A lot of places, especially in America, have as a tradable instrument, and I think it's going to be a profit-taking bounce. So which may have a bit of a pullback on gold. Okay, so if you want to, modified stock is best. Yeah, I agree. You've got to give something to get something. You are going to miss out some higher profits because you stocked out. But I think rather than that, than these up and down markets, mainly due to fundamentals coming through all the time, rather get maybe 20 units instead of 40 or whatever, rather than hold for 40 and the thing comes back and stops you out. I did that with you. I was fairly confident yesterday. We'll make that mistake with the dollar yen. I was nice in profit. I thought, bugger it, I'm holding on this one. And the thing came out to stop me out. So yeah, it happens. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, charming. Okay, we'll catch you when I next catch you. Simple as that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go along with Cheryl on that one. I see the downside, but maybe a bit more confirmation. 52 would be a little bit lower to get in. Let's look at the hourly chart. starting to come right. Maybe you're right. Maybe around about this level here. In fact, yeah, you're right. 1752 on the hourly. Starts dropping below that. We can look at a short with about a $20 stop. So if you see that, reminder, we'll come back to it. Okay, I'm happy with that. AUD USD. Still, we missed one. I think we missed somebody there. GBP CAD and the AUD CHF. With AUD CHF, just going to write this down for a second so I don't miss it. AUD CHF, GBP CAD, AUD USD. Okay, right. Might as well do in order. AUD CHF. Is that the first one? Yeah. AUD CHF. Right, one chart might help. AUD CHF. Maybe you want a bit of confirmation on this first. Maybe a break through the 10-day moving average. But you seem to hold again. See how it works, guys. See how it works. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And you can see it's a bit of a down. Look at it, it's a bit of a downtrend. Where's the 200? There we are. So it's in the sell zone. It's come back, rallied up, and looks like we've got a possibility of a downside there. Let's look at the weekly quickly. Hovering a bit there, okay. 4 hours seem to be coming off. 1 hour seem to be trying to come off. 50 minutes will tell you a lot anyway. Okay, but there's a possibility here. Where's the stop? Not too far away. That's only 50 pips away on the daily. What a pleasure. Too far up there? Yeah, we can even put the stop up there, right out the way. Last time was there in September, October, November, 2 months ago. And we can take it down here. That's not going to work. It's not going to work, so I have to do this. That would be a better one. That's a better one. Okay. Right. Yeah. So we can do that if you like. I quite like this as well. Mike's idea. Okay. Okay. Right. So, okay. Right. Anyone like this? Up with the RR if you like it. If you don't, we'll leave it. I'm talking about a short here. I haven't got a 20 up, see what you mean. Well, if you want to go in long, it's up to you. I'm looking at short here. Anyone like to go in a short? Okay. If you want a long, I'll put up as well. We've done that before. TP down here. Might get a wider stop and get it. 62.30. Yeah, I think we can squeeze a wider stop. There we are. That's perfect. Right out the way. There you go. 120 bucks on my pro. Yeah, just Cheryl's about to leave. What was it? No, Charmaine's about to leave. We're going to trade idea. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'm going to put 20 on then, just for that. I used to have it on. What about it? Well, let's try that. What shall I make it? Shall I make it a green color? There we are. Spring green. I like that. Spring green. That's a bit too green here. Never mind. Okay. All right. Well, that's, yeah. Well, I wonder about that. Just a second. Sorry, I want it simple. It might be an exponential. That's great. Okay. So anybody like that one? Shall. What about my haircut? Don't make any jokes about which hair do you want to cut. Okay, I'll put that down. Just give me a moment. Uh, 63.50, 64.20, 0.6230. I do. I mean, and that's mentioned the hell out today. He said, I'm not the world's most patient, and I'm probably not the world's most patient myself. I like things to get going. Just a moment as I place this and see if it's liked or not by the office. It's done. Sorry, I have to do it again. There's something I've gone through. Sorry, you have to be patient. Beg your pardon. To get this out there. Okay, see what happens there. Okay, NZD-CAD, just write that down. NZD. Right, do the pound CAD first. What the hell is this you're doing here? But anyway, yeah, a bit worried about that. Okay, as simple as that. Thank you. Okay. See, I'm not going to be chairman of the board of the IT department anytime soon, tell you. Okay, that's works. Thanks, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Swapping devices quick, yeah. That's something I'm not so quick on. IT is play around with. If I get into trouble, I get stuck. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So I'm a bit definitely an advisor, and I get that. I'm a bit nervous of chasing it here personally. But that's not a very good analytical brain coming out of that, being a bit nervous to chase it here. But I'm just saying, yeah, clearly it's strong. Clearly it's in the buy zone. Seems to be every time the sellers come in, the buyers come back. I just think just a bit nervous chasing it here. Not much follow through, maybe I'm looking for excuses here. bit of consolidation. I don't know. I think it's a bit overcooked myself. I think it might actually come back a bit. That was, I forget now who called it up, but I'm a nervous person to go for this one. I don't want to sell it yet. It's not enough confidence there to do that, but I'm a bit not sure about chasing it here. Okay, if it never happens, not much to do about that. NZD, JPY. You want to buy the old JPY now, do you? Okay. Anyone want to do this one? For the record, I'm not keen. Anybody out there keen to buy it, sell it, whatever? Say so quickly. If not, we're going to move on. LIA, feel that. There you are, Clinton and LIA. He's got a postgraduate PhD in the GBP CAD. So Clinton says leave it alone. That's the way to go. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Okay, leave it alone. Right. Next on the list was, oh yeah, the Aussie dollar. You want to buy that? Who says they want to buy it? Was it Sean or Seth or something? Just to buy it, yeah. Just embarrass Clinton there, yeah. He's asked me, don't tell him about my incredibly high qualifications. Yeah. AUD USD. I think it could actually be a bit of downside here. I'm not that confident either way, to be honest, but I think there might be a bit of downside here. I think that upside is a bit overcooked. But if I had to go in, I'd go in short. I'm not sure I do either, because I don't have to. You want to buy it, okay? You want to buy it. Look at the 4-hour first before we go to the hourly. Do you think that's a buy, do you? All right. Well, I'll leave it to you guys. I'm sitting the sidelines. Leave it to you. All right. Who wants to buy it? Who's keen on this one? I'm more the downside. I'm with you, Mr. Kruger. Or Clear. I'm more the downside in this one. Yeah. Yeah. Bit nervous of it actually. The dollar's giving me some jip, but it's starting to rise. Look at my DXY chart there. Maybe a stop up here. Maybe not get too cute, something like that. Maybe down here. I think there's possibly a downside here. I'm going to like it actually. Been to like it, but it's not my. I'm not going to run around saying eureka like where Aristotle did. Was it Aristotle or Archimedes? No, it was Archimedes did. I didn't know you're a swinger there, Jethro. Okay, the secret is out. Post that on Facebook. Anyone want to short this now, or are we going to wait? It's not been nice at all, no. Aussie's done me all right. So damn dollars will give you some jip. Okay, no one wants to do this now. Okay, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. AUD, USD, watch. Okay. Yeah. All right. What's the next one on the list? NZD CAD. Oh, nothing wrong with scalping. Nothing wrong at all. If you cover costs, like I mentioned yesterday. Okay, NZD CAD. You might think it's a buy. I think it might be actually wait for confirmation, a bit of downside, to be honest. But either way, I'm not too sure I'm that keen. I'm not sure how much it'll pull back. What did you do last week, Cheryl? You went swinging last week, did you? Come on, you can share it. We will. You're amongst friends here. Where are we at? NZD CAD. What do you want to do with this, guys? if anything. It was a request, forget who it was. Sure. Nice one. Anyone want to do anything with this, or should we move on? I'm a bit iffy. It's right resistance. A scalp, maybe a scalp. If you want to scalp it, I reckon a scalp slight downside. Let's do the shorter term chart so you get some of the value there. Maybe get a better price to scalp it from here down to here somewhere. I would like to tell you knowledge there, but my thoughts are not very keen at the moment. As one guy who's actually a surgeon, he's a bit of a naughty old man, he said, I have to tell you, my thoughts, so my attitude towards you is extremely dishonorable. Okay, well, we look at it as a scalp. Okay, right, moving on. NZDJPY. See, if you sell that, I know it's fairly high, then you're buying the yen and you're in the buy zone. I'd rather buy the pullback than sell it, to be honest. That's a good point. Always make sure there's enough range to make sure you cover costs. You don't want to scalp a 10 pip range. Okay, well, what do you want to do with this? Do you want to buy it, sell it, whatever? I think leave it alone. Look at yesterday's candle, that's indecision. Went through it this morning and it didn't appeal to me anyway. I don't think, not the NAS, I'm talking Forex. I think any less than the 50 is worth your while, range that is, on the scalp. But anyway, yeah, going back to this one, NZDJPY. Anyone want to do anything with this? For the record, I ain't. Yeah, I must do $1 about the cheapest, you're right. Yeah. Well, it's been talked about, Jethro, at this stage. Yeah, hopefully it'll get done, and then you can really encourage some scalping. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I should have said that. That's a good point. Should have brought that in the meeting. I might remember to do it tomorrow morning. The meeting. Should have a Black Friday. No spreads for the lads. Okay, fair enough, Cheryl. Okay, good. AUD, we've done that. Watch it. USD, GBP, CAD. Yeah, okay. I've got a couple to look at as well now. CHF JPY. What's Brent doing? Just give me a second. Hovering. Okay, CHF JPY. I think something's like a follow through. I like buying the retracement on here. It hasn't really got to TP as yet, but I've done it half a dozen times the last month or so, and it's every time a coconut, to be honest. Okay, but a modified stop got stopped out in the profit, and then reached the TP, but never mind, I made a couple of bucks out of it. 200 seems to be holding. Sorry, the 50 seems to be holding. What is the upside? This is not far off a scalp, actually. Yes, 100 pips. That's all right. Yeah, it's better than the scalp. Clinton doesn't. No, that's right. No, he's not in Bantry Bay. Clinton's in Clifton. Anyway, what's the stop down here? Maybe do aggressive trade down here. Yeah, maybe a 50-odd pip stop. Take it up to here. What about that for aggressive trade? 45 pip stop, maybe 75 pip TP, something like that. We'll talk about this scalping. It's not quite a scalp, not far off it. Aggressive, we'll call it. Good morning. I'm pleased to ask before I make a mistake. Okay. Those weeks. Good. I say it's you like it, Kim. Hey? Yeah, I like the Swiss and Japanese things, whatever, but he bought them a bit overcooked. I think Yeah. Anyone do aggressive? I'll put it up, see if you like aggressive on this one. Don't forget the word aggressive. Don't blame me if it goes wrong. With there. Make it 147 on the dot. And TP, will it work? 148, 148.50. Maybe 148.60, how that works. 148. Don't think it's going to work at 50. We'll try it. Yes, it's just about there. Just works, just over 1.5. Whatever that for aggressive one. It's pushing Rambo. It's pushing Rambo. Yeah, yeah, Chepo, if you've done classes, you've got to have some idea. Well, clearly, you've got to have some idea. I attend this with pleasure, obviously, but don't get cute if it means it's not making much sense. Anyway, anyone do this aggressive trade? Cluck, cluck. Are we clucking on this one, are we? Clucking. Okay, fair enough. Clucking for everybody here. Okay, we'll leave that then. Another one. Are you going in? Aha. What was this again? 148.50, that's right. 148.5. This is in their incorrect place. About there. Actually, make it 147. Make it 147. Make it super aggressive. There we are. I'm not sure. There you are. I'm sort of sure I'm a buy. I'm not sure that's up to you, but here's a buy, aggressive one. Do you want to do it? If you want to sell it, it's up to you. I'm talking about a buy here. Okay, so a couple people like it. See how that goes. Wolf set's aggressive though. Just a second, I'll write that down. 147.50. All right, go in half. You said it's still a trade, yeah. Okay, just going to check. Put on the WhatsApp. Should I okay those? Okay, it's been okay to send the other two out. So just give me a moment. As you do that one. Just give me a couple of minutes and send out to the group, the previous ones posted. All right. Just a second, so just make sure I get the figures right here. Don't send out typos. Sorry, guys, just be patient. I've got to get this out. There we go. Sorry about this. It does, otherwise it comes out a typo for gobbledygook. All right. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, done. Where were we? Okay. No, because no, Jethro, we have to put all that in, otherwise people get the wrong mistake. The nightmare we've had, I think we cleared up with this in shares, people going at 0.01 on Ford when it moves 2 cents and they take profit, get the idea. So yeah, trust me. That's the way it is, I'm afraid. Okay, yeah, leave it at that, you know what I mean. Okay. AUD CAD, sorry, knock that off. Oh yes, that's right. US dollar, Japanese yen. Looking for a look. Put the fib in on this one. Might need a bit of confirmation. Mentioned that earlier on in the room this morning. 618 fib. Have we got the confirmation? Seems to be happening. 1 hour. Not sure where those buyers there. 15 minutes. Holding a little bit there. Might want to break up above the 15-minute times 50 day times 50 simple moving average. Get it right. Okay, but I see a potential buy on this one. What do you think? I do it on the PC. It's copy and paste in other areas. A bit more involved, but I do have it on my PC, the WhatsApp as well. Right. Yeah, there's a possibility here of a buy. You agree with that, Sean? Okay. Let's have a look at the DXY. Trying to get past 106. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Okay, we quite like this one, but that's good enough. Let's put the RR up and see what we do. Just below this guy here. It's a bit wide, I think. Wow, it is wide. Maybe put it a bit tighter. If you want the wider one, that's your choice. You know what you're doing. If you want the wide one below there, TP there. How far is that? That's quite a big TP actually. Might build work as 141.20. Might be able to do a wider stop. Nah, leave the stop there. If you have a wider stop, it might not work. No. That should do it. Right, there we are. It's Hoppers 2 it's coming out, so I think you'll be a little bit wary of the euro at the moment, say Sean. Blah, 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 blah. Right, so there we are. Like it? I think a couple of guys like it. Well, it did. It went, but that's why I say I didn't. I'll be honest with you, I should have done. Modify the stop, you might have grabbed some profit, but it went up nicely and then came. But that was a fundy again. That was yesterday's fundy. That's why it went wrong. It's not your trading or my trading. The fundy went wrong. The fundy could have come out in our favor and then began screaming up and everyone would pat themselves on the back saying, what a great trader I am. No, that was the fundy comes out, it's luck of the draw. Things all have been out there. That all been done. Let's have a look. Came out as 10, I think. No, just I haven't got that one. Hoppers 2 anyway. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, that's terrible. You're load shedding in a trade. You want to do something with it or modify it. Oh God. Go to, or just go to your phone, put on the data, mobile data. That's what I do. Okay. All right. So anyone like this one? I think a couple of said we like it. So put it down. We all naturally think that last time we went well, we'll do it again. Last time we went badly, we won't do it again. But again, it's like everything else. You bogeyed or bird the last hole, that was the last hole. This is a new hole. This is a new one. So yeah, I've got it written down. Good stuff. So we went right along last time, that's history. Basically, yeah. It's a natural tendency. Oh, I did well that last time. Let's do it again. I did badly. Let's not do it. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, so that's written down. See how that goes. Okay. Now, while you're doing that, it's a bit weak, but I'm not sure it's going to continue in that direction. Talk about you. I think your S&P is looking okay, but I'd look to modifying your stop if you did go along there to protect yourself, because the 200-day seems to be holding. Can I move on from this? We'll go back to it. So I think that's going to hold. It seems to be having some downside as we speak. Okay. All right. The gold, we mentioned gold earlier on. Let's have a quick check of that. No, it's not getting confirmation, eh, Cheryl? That's me. Not getting confirmation. I want to break down about the 52 area or below. It's not happening, so maybe just keep an eye on it. That's a possibility. Especially watch that DXY. Might go up. If it does, I think we've got a short opportunity here. Just trying to break through 106. Trying to that certainly work. Okay, right. Let's have a quick check. AUD CAD, ones we got out. Let's do the pound Swissy. See if that's coming right. Better come right. So that's exactly the same. It's doing nothing at the moment. So now they're winning or losing. It's a bit short time ago. We'll have a check in it. AUD CHF, what are you getting at 9009? AUD CHF, AUD CAD, wrong one. More or less the same. AUD CHF, what are we getting on this one? 63.50. Slightly up, but not much in it. And CHF JPY, that's the aggressive one. Come back a bit, so that's aggressively bad. Okay, well, we'll see what happens there. Okay. If it comes back to this area here, I think if it comes back down there, I think it's more strong buy here. We'll see. Oh yeah, EUR AUD. Just remember, H+2, there's a fundy coming out in the euro. Just bear that in mind. Okay, so what do you want to do here? Do you want to buy it? It's in the buy zone, it's the bottom of the range. Could be a buy here, yeah. I'm just a bit worried about that fundy coming out. Tell exactly what it is at H+2. It's ECB published account of monthly policy meeting. So whatever that's supposed to mean. But anyway, that apart, it's the bottom of the range. Anything happening? See, that's your problem there on the 4-hour. Trying to break through here. I see upside at the bottom of the range, but that's my problem there. It's not getting the follow through to break through. That's only what 16 pips away. So now maybe a bit cautious on that one. Okay, it's 111. Okay, probably the German one. Okay. So for me, I think probably be a bit more prudent just to wait. But I do see some upside. But the problem on the 4-hour, if it breaks through here, then we've got a problem here. It's another 30 pips away before it breaks through. So maybe just stand aside now. Too many obstacles, too nearby to get in the way of that trade. Okay. And it's not got much downside for a sell, very much hovering in that line there. I think a little bit because of H+2 waiting. But anyway, I'll wait on the sides on this one. A little bit, but not that much. Other areas in the euro used to be German, totally dominant, but not so much now. A lot of the Eastern European countries on them up and up, Poland in particular. All they need now is to score a goal. Hey, Japan, talk about Germany. Japan beat them yesterday. Can you believe it? Well, it used to be the 3rd biggest economy in the world. Now I think it's about the 5th now, below India and China. Okay, so leave it alone, in my opinion. Any comments on that? Anyone want to do this? What do you want to do, Merrill? Do you want to still go for it? If anyone wants the RR, I'll put it up. Long or short, that is a trading room. It's a forum, if you like to do it. I'm happy with that. I'm just stating my particular opinion. I'm not keen at once. You'll stick with the LIA. Okay, should call this an LIA then. Well, you say that, you should look at Africa. Biggest growth rate used to be China, it's now Africa, biggest population growth area in the world now. Yeah, Euro world is part of the euro. Yeah. They often print Germany because it's still the most powerful economy in the Eurozone. And remember, GBP is out of it now. So the euro affect Germany, and Germany does affect a little bit, but it's not massive. Okay, so we'll leave that alone. Right. Let's have a look. Have we forgotten anything? Just going to check my list to discuss. Done AUD CAD, CAD. Oh, yes, CAD JPY. This one, again, got smacked yesterday on it. Liked it, and then the fundy screwed up the whole bloody party for me and a few other guys. But what do you think? Do you think there's a possibility of a bounce from you? Or do you want to wait for it comes back here? What's that other way back? Ooh. Here's what I'm looking at possibility of, not downside, by the way, upside. Not a lot of confidence. See, this is the hour chart. Popped down, buyers came in. Popped up, sellers came in. Very much consolidating. No, it's not super weak, super strong, one way around. What do you think, guys? I'm a bit hesitant on it. Just not, you know, it's not going to look at these two 1 hour. These are 1 hour candles are worrying me about confirmed upside. Maybe we should sit tight on that one. When I discuss with you the possible buy, but I'm starting to cluck on this one. No, yen's been, well, it's been super weak the last few months, but it's been pretty super strong lately. Okay, we'll leave that. I don't want to miss out on it, but I think just the same 5. This is lack of follow through. It's not even worth a scalp. No, leave it. Okay, that's about all the ideas I've got, guys. Okay. What do you mean you buy now or pending? Which is going to be? Buy now and wait or pending. Yep. Well, let's have a look at the weekly then. Maybe get a wide stop or something. Anyone want to do this? I hate to miss it. That's why I'm hovering on it. That's why, exactly, Sean, you read my mind. Hate to bloody miss it, but I don't want to get caught going in because I'm too impatient. So I'm sort of hovering a bit. I need a bit of moral support here. What about you, Clinton? What do you reckon? Well, on the wicks, on the 1 hour worrying me. It's a weekly, remember. The 1 hour worrying me a bit, but I'm with you. I'm not sure. I need a bit of moral support. I just don't want to miss it. I think 104 is going to hold. Be a bit more patient, okay? Should we be patient on this one and risk missing it? Okay. If you want to do it on your own, there, up to you. Believe them. Okay, that's me completed my ideas. Right. Any of you guys got anything you want to do something with? Kudos will be a buy. If I go in. I'm tempted to be honest. Okay, that's me. What's the S&P doing? Just want to check on that. Nothing. Still the same. You want to buy a buy stop at 450? Is that right? Don't forget buy stops above the market. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's clean me out of bright ideas. I just want to mention quickly, if you want to look at any properties on the specific instrument, left click. Let's do that. Cat, there you are. Doesn't really matter. Left click, right click, and left click on specification. Gives you the contract size, and there the margin. That's why there's a difference. That's 100,000 contract size. Let's go to a share. Oxy is a share. Go specifications, right click, and there we got 1 is the contract size. A bit of a difference. Very important to know that. That's why you don't go in 0.01 on this. Get the idea? Well, we've got a few. I'm going to think brilliant. The BA is giving us jip. It's gone down, up. It's hovering that range. This is a daily chart, remember. Just can't seem to come off. Let's get rid of this. can't seem to come off. Entered at 174, doing okay, bounced about, seem to be holding there. So that goes. Got an above at 80, and then the stuffed it up with the what should we call it, coming out yesterday. It was doing nicely, and now it just popped up. I'm not sure that's going to be sustained. So if you're in at 80, it's still a bit of a profit. Hold on to it. Don't forget, only opens 4:30. Don't forget. What else did we have out? KO, that didn't do too well. 63 with the stop net, flirted with the stop. It's come off a bit, so it might come right at the end. Hewlett Packard did okay. That's doing quite nicely. F stop is trying to angle down, if I remember rightly. Not much happening there, but it's trying to come off. I think it will come off eventually. That's fine. So yeah, I think the others were out of taking profit or whatever. I think CFDs, we might get a bit of a miss later on because the market's closed. So we'll laugh it off and have a look at it again tomorrow. Half day tomorrow, might have something there. What's a euro? They're all CFDs, by the way, all contract for difference. But what do you mean on a euro? Like a euro stocks or something like that? SDOX, that is. No, we don't. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean euro shares? Might have. What about Prosper? No, process. No, looks like not. Don't have process, which is the old Naspers, which went on the Euronext. Doubt they've got any euro ones, no. To answer your question, Tesla, yeah, Tesla. Ooh, that's one we should have modified the bloody TP on. It went right down about 168 here. Hit our TP at 180, so we're happy with that. It's one of those occasions we should have maybe modified the TP to do even better. But Tesla again, short the rally, absolutely. Just had a bit of a bounce. The whole thing bounced yesterday on like as one. But I think, yeah, I think come up a bit higher, we'll short that down again. Yeah, agreed. Not seen much on that one, so try the 4 hour. Yeah, and that looks like it's set for another short down. Broke below, testing it, probably have another short down. Maybe we'll have a look anyway. But remember, there's no session Friday afternoon, and it's closed tomorrow anyway. So maybe relook at it on Monday. Remember, whether you like it or not, you're stuck with me going forward. Now Ashley's left. So hopefully we'll get someone to join us in the early new year. If you think you get sick of the sound of my own voice, I promise you I will be by then. Didn't he? Oh, all right. You can certainly apply, Kuda. You can certainly apply. Have you got an RE5? Right. Anything else? Oh, Oxy. That's right. I knew there's another one. Oxy. Did okay and said modified to break even. I think it might still be in because the oil's coming off just to protect. We got it at 69, came off. No, still in. Flirted with a stop, bouncing up again. No, sorry, the modified stop. So if you modified like I did on the group to 69, wherever it was, flirted with it, didn't hit it, so you'd still be in and you're protected if you modify the stop, as I mentioned. You should have got it at 69 something or other. No, he didn't say buy on Tuesday. He said a sell on Tuesday. Just kidding, Farney. Yeah, I think I wasn't the trading who was doing it. Yeah, I think he said it then. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because the company paid. I don't know about that. But it's a couple of K to do the exam. I know that. And if you fade it 12 times, then that's 25K cost. Suggest you don't fade it 12 times. Had a lawyer actually when I was doing it 2 years ago, and he was attempting the 13th time to qualified attorney, and he was battling He's going up for the 13th time to try to get that RE5. Can you believe it? But that's unusual. That's the worst I've ever heard. Give him his due, he's not a quitter, hey? He's got a shot myself by then. Yeah, can you believe it? Surprised he admitted it. Because if I was a lawyer, not something I admit to you guys. Qualified attorney, all the stuff you're going to get that. I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have admitted it. Trying to keep a straight face, not teasing. Anyway, never mind. Moving on. Yeah, just go revisit US dollar yen. It's come off a bit, but it's not much. We'll see anyway. And the CAD JPY, we don't want to miss it. No, right to hold. It's not happening. So maybe just hold 5. Probably the right idea. Really good, Clinton. Hold 5 on that. Oh, thoughts on NGAS. I've got all NGAS. The paint, I think, is dried on that one. We got in about 2000 BC on that one at 6.15. So it's doing nicely if you're still alive. Yeah, might get an upside here. I would touch too slow, but I think if you're in, hold it away over. I still think it's have a bit more upside, you know. But I'm not sure I go in for it now. Why stop now? It takes too long. But if you're in it, modify your stops. You can't lose, and hang on there for another couple of months or so. But no, leave it alone. Oil's another story. My thoughts on oil. Probably have better thoughts than me on it, because I'm not sure. Look at that. That's a day, that's a 4-hour chart. Not happening. Go up, sellers come in, comes down, buyers come in. 4-hour chart, nothing's happening. 1-hour chart, same story. To be honest, I think it's probably going to bounce the upside, but I wouldn't be chasing it now. Yeah, well, I mean, I leave it to the reason I gave, but I mean, if you did, you might be up a bit, and then it's come off a bit. I don't know. I'd leave it. Guys got in a couple of months ago, be smiling, but I'm chasing it now. Okay, yeah, Brent, I do see a bit of upside, but it's not being confirmed yet, so hold 5 on that. Okay, Howard, as always, great stuff. Great to have you and all the guys, especially newer guys who contributed, had the nerve to do it. That's great. And if you're not sure, you'll see the support you got. I think Shepard said is a bit sort of find a bit strange, for want of a better word. The guys all there supporting. Remember, every single one of us started somewhere, so we're all pulling together on this. Just remember, though, it is a trading room, so you've got to have the basics. Got a couple of classes or whatever. Get the basics. Chepo, I'm not sure about this one. We might have some downside. I tend to be agreeing with Cheryl on that one. She's left now. Okay. We wanted to see if it broke below 1752 or a bit lower to try for it, but it's not happened as yet. The DXY, remember, if that starts going up, I see more downside. Anything happen on that? No, it's battling to hold above 106 on the dollar index. So I'm not chasing it now. The upside, I'm looking for a short, but I haven't got it confirmed. So I'll believe now alone. I won't be selling it. I've got a very aggressive trade out. It's coming off, so that's not looking healthy. Where we got the stop loss, 147 on the dot. If it comes down to 147, stops you out, I'd probably buy it back up again. But I wouldn't be selling it now. It might come down here, but I'm not sure it's going to come all the way down here. I don't sell it, but we've got a very aggressive buyout since we work at the moment. We'll see. But leave it alone, Sean. My opinion. And if the oil goes up, it might affect negatively on Japanese anyway. To me, that's more of a range trade. I'd rather buy the pullback and sell it, personally. Okay, right. Just before you go, just want to mention, okay, I do have a WhatsApp group. if you want to become a member, you will get trading signals, and you will get daily updates and other bits of information fresh off the press. That's what held me up just earlier on to post those out. So you will get them. Not all always posted on the MT5 mailbox, but you will get others there. So it'll be a lot easier. So that's the good side. Worth it. So what's the downside? You've got to have a minimum 2.5 grand. Okay, if you don't, either deposit to that and I'll upload you, or, well, you won't be uploaded, simple as that. So I'll put it down. So don't bother me with it if you haven't got 2.5, because I cannot upload it. So I'll put my contact details down anyway. For WhatsApp, by the way. Support. Give me a second. There you are. So those are my details. With WhatsApp me if you want for advice, but not on a demo. Repeat, not on a demo, and not for guys got below 500. Don't be nasty. You're wasting our time and your own time. If you got the price of a meal out and you're trying to trade on it, that's the way it is. Being harsh, I suppose. But 500 more, you can always WhatsApp me for advice or see if I've got a trading signal. But if you got 2.5, it's worth having it. Do the job properly. Then you'll be a member. And remember, if you're paying £1 grand a month for learning, why would you not put money in to make use of that learning? You know, if you put nothing in to make use of the learning, what's the point of buying the learning? To get my point. Okay, Clinton, great stuff. It's going to be a short one this afternoon, Clinton. I don't know if you really need to join it, probably other stuff to do. Yeah, anyway. It'll be a shorter session this afternoon because the American markets are closed, but we'll catch you then. All right, so just to mention that, if you do have 2.5, you're not a member, you want to become a member, WhatsApp me, but please put your full names and trading account number, the real account number. It's a 6-figure number. It saves me time going back and forth chasing it. Rather give the information rather than let me pull it out of you, if you know what I mean. It makes it life easier, and I'll upload you. Okay. All right, guys, that's about it, I think. See how it goes, and catch you later. All good? And thanks for joining me, you guys, as well. Hope you learned some. And don't forget, you will not learn in 5 minutes. You stick it out. Like the guy who fell 13 times to RE5. No, I'm just kidding. Stick it out. Get there in the end. See you later. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Pete. Sorry, Pete.